What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's been a while. I haven't done a video in some time, but I'm doing one now. And I'm going to talk about the Lakers. I'm going to keep this video LA related on LA sports. And, today I'm going to talk about the Lakers. Last night was a bad night for the Lakers. It was horrific. It was just a horrible scene. It was the worst Lakers loss in franchise history. Let me say that again. The worst loss in franchise history. And they lost, these pathetic losers lost to the Utah Jazz. And of course, their coach Byron Scott is blaming it on his young players. Okay, now I'm going to point fingers at everybody. I'm going to point fingers at Kobe Bryant. I'm going to point fingers at D'Angelo Russell. I'm going to point fingers at all the young players on that roster. But more than anything, listen up. I'm going to point my finger at Byron Scott. Yes, there's no telling if this guy is going to be the coach much longer after this season. There's no telling if he really has a future here in LA. I understand Byron Scott was part of the Showtime era. He played for the Lakers in the 80s. I understand all that. I understand that he has ties with the Buss family, and the Buss family really like him. Mitch Kupchak said a few months ago that he really likes Byron Scott. I understand that Byron Scott led the then New Jersey Nets to 2 NBA Finals, of course falling short to the Spurs and the Lakers. But Byron Scott, to me, seems like he cannot develop young stars. And that's what we're seeing with this guy in LA. Now look, earlier in the year, he benched the players. Now he's letting them play all year long, when he should have let them play earlier in the season and should have given these guys more minutes and set Kobe's butt down. Because Kobe's retiring. And maybe he should have set him down and let D'Angelo Russell, Julius Randle, and these cats get more playing time. Jordan Clarkson and all these guys. So they have time to develop and grow as ball players and become better players and hone their craft as better NBA players. The only way they could perfect their craft is by getting more minutes and more playing time and showing that they can produce for the Los Angeles Lakers. But it's going to take time. Rome was not built overnight, but I think the Lakers need to go in a new direction by finding a new coach. Now, I understand the Lakers have had very little hesitation when it comes to firing coaches. They fired Mike Brown with, I believe it was 3 years remaining on his contract. They fired him, I believe it was 5 or 6 games into the season. Then they fired Mike D'Antoni, and then they had to pay him the $4 million that he was owed on his contract. So I understand that it will be kind of costly for the Lakers to fire another coach after they fired 2 coaches and had to still pay these cats out. It's just an embarrassment. It's an utter embarrassment. It's a disappointment. It's really, really sad and just disappointing to see the Los Angeles Lakers, a storied franchise, become a substandard franchise, an inferior franchise, a franchise that has suddenly turned mediocre, that is facing so much mediocrity right now that it puts them in an unfamiliar territory, and it makes it really hard for fans to watch. The Lakers have mustered so much talent through the draft in recent years, but have not done nothing with it. There's a possibility that they could get the number 1 pick in next year's NBA draft. Hopefully draft somebody as good as Ben Simmons, maybe. We'll have to see. But the Lakers right now, it's just in a disarray. They're an utter mess. It's hard to watch. It's painful to watch night in and night out and see this team lose. But I'm placing a lot of the blame on Byron Scott because I feel that Byron Scott is not the right fit for the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm not saying that he's unfit to coach an NBA team. I'm saying he's unfit for a Lakers team that has so much mystique and that has a winning tradition that is known for winning basketball games. Byron Scott must leave LA if the Lakers are to get any better, if the Lakers are to improve and move forward in the future. Other than that, as long as Byron Scott's the Lakers coach, the Lakers won't get anywhere, and it would be a commitment to failure. It's really sad. It's disappointing. I don't know what else to do. I'm ready to boycott the Lakers. I always say that because I be irritated with the team and everything. But I don't know where to go from here. I just know that the Los Angeles Lakers are in a world of trouble. And I know if Byron Scott is not dismissed and relieved of his duties, this will be one hell this will be just hell for the Los Angeles Lakers if he's the coach next season. I'll see you guys in my next video. I am out.